evening, and we are live from the Alexandra Palace in London. I'm Merwin. Max Raddock's not here with me tonight in the commentary booth. I believe that has something to do with the match later on tonight. Of course, Max Raddock's a lot of talent relations, coordination involved in the second half of his job. And V, who lost a match last night, hit that third strike that Adrian Goldman has had set up here for so long, of course. No one has fallen foul of it until now. And an unknown EFW hopeful is going to sit here and try to get onto the N.E.W roster, and what a way to do it. Also coming up here tonight, we have GBH taking on Cowboy Roy in our main event. And if he wins, he gets an Intercontinental title shot, but not only that, we have essentially two main events the match before. Psycho Sonia beats Sonia Jackson, she gets a women's title shot. And there's a lot of questions about that, because of course she is already set to face the tag team champions Foxy Valentines in the women's tag title match at Riot. So we question whether the women's title is going to happen sooner, or if Psycho Sonia may have to run double duty on Riot. That we have yet to hear from backstage. Well, what a way to kick things off regardless. It is in the US rankings, of course. Zach Fuller, with a little help from Wade Nelson, was successful against the Reaper last night. So the Reaper finds himself defending that US title at Riot 11. This, however, is Adrian Goldman wasting no time to begin the search for the next #1 contender. These three looking to climb up from the bottom of the rankings to make that journey to #1. Three incredible athletes nonetheless. Some have only found themselves here due to losing the title or losing their opportunity at it. Well, the Demon, who sided with the Reaper fairly recently, showing this new dark side, 6 foot, 224 pounds from Copenhagen, Denmark. Easy for me to say. Joe Freeman. Again, this man who was always an enigma here, was always an interesting wrestler, was always a fan favourite regardless of wins or losses. Sided with the Reaper. It seemed Joe Freeman was quite intent to as well. Unsuccessful against Los Luchadores. It was a really bad night for End Times last night. No matches that they were in were they victorious. Joe Freeman here, looking to be the first one of them to change that. But again, interesting, you've got to think, because if Joe Freeman here does actually win this match and manages to climb all the way, I mean, this is a hypothetical, climbs all the way to #1 contender, the Reaper at Riot retains his title, then it would be a member of End Times taking on a member of End Times. I don't think they're the kind of group that would like for a shift in title, especially from their boss. I think the Reaper is going to be pulling out every stop along the way that he can to defend that US title. Incredible victory for Zach Fuller last night. Again, Joe Freeman unsuccessful in his tag team match. Los Luchadores. It was a hard fought match. Arguably, Joe Freeman may not be ready for this one as a result. Los Luchadores picking up a victory over N.Times to cement their shot, their opportunity match against Magnum Opus to try and get a title shot. It is very interesting because there are two members of N.Times in the, three members, sorry, including the Reaper, who's the current champion, in the US rankings. We've always called into question how that will affect N.Times should they ever have to collide. But again, you can opt out of this, and I'm guessing the Reaper hasn't instructed them to do so. Maybe expecting them to lie down when it comes to the time, who knows. Well, a man who did not get involved last night despite the amount of interference coming from the Reaper's side. The manager of Los Luchadores, 5'9", 230 pounds from Durango, Mexico, Guillermo Diaz. Well, much more than a manager now, getting a shot in the US division. However, again, has been on that list of Adrian Goldman's. Has lost one match so far, last placing 10th. Arguably does not want to lose this one. Will only have one other chance to stop that, well, two other chances I suppose, to stop that flow. Don't want to get that far though. Do not want that level of pressure to build up. Guillermo Diaz probably looking to put everything into a victory here tonight. But here is the former two-time US champion, 5'10", 240 pounds from Greenwich, Connecticut, Brad Morse. And if you don't read Morse code, I'm not going to repeat what that shirt actually says. I'll admit I googled it. I'm not that savvy with Morse code myself. 193 days in those two runs as US champion. Losing it to the current champion, the Reaper, who has never been without a title in his entire wrestling history here with EFW and N.E.W. This match is underway. Freeman and Diaz. Clearly there's something a little personal here. Freeman kicking things up strong, going straight for Brad Morse, who was ready and waiting. But completely caught off. Fighting back now though. And again, Brad Morse took on so many contenders in his last US title reign. Almost looked like he could have been the one to beat the Reaper, but it was not to be. Oh, Freeman, after returning to his feet, making sure Morse is out of the equation for a little bit longer. Runs through Diaz, but hang on a second. Taunting away in the corner, didn't see that Diaz has got back up, and a flurry of chops and a kick. What a return from Freeman. Diaz looking for something big. Freeman had it scouted. Did not see Brad Morse, but was prepared. Backdrop. Elbow to Diaz. Slides over the shoulder. Kick to the leg. Oh, and a big chop. Knocking Joe Freeman down to the canvas, and a super kick. Of course, his first match is Extreme Rules. Weapons can be involved. Rope breaks will not apply. Oh, neck breaker. Brad Morse up to the middle rope. This is Diaz though. Shrugs off an attack on his back. He's laying in the kicks here. Freeman. Gloating. Does really need to pick something up here. Sending Moss into the corner. Moss is ready though. Elbow. Nope. Hanging neck breaker. Moss now waiting. Gets Diaz. Reverse DDT. Diaz sweeps the leg. Going for a pin. I don't think that's going to be enough for Moss. No, barely a 1. Freeman back in the ring. Backdrop. Attack on Diaz. Unfazed. Diaz returning. Oh. But again. Strength of Joe Freeman. Diaz trying to block him. Gets him in a headlock and slams him down. Trying to slow the pace. A little water standing moonsault. Shooting star press, excuse me. Incredible from Diaz, went for a springboard elbow which did not connect. Freeman kicks him out of the ring. Got straight for a returning Brad Moss. Again gloating to this crowd. Wasting precious time in this matchup. But may think he has it here. Kiss of death! Oh, but no! Brad Moss, resurrected after a kiss of death, kicks out at 2. Shot to the gut. Diaz flying in here. What's this? What a Hurricane Rana! But Moss with another neck breaker stretched over his back. T-bone suplex, rolling Diaz around that ring. May have the time to finish it off here if he's quick. Oh God, draping DDT! No chance of protecting yourself from that. Goes for the pin. Freeman is up though. Count of 1. Freeman breaks things up. This match will continue, going for a pin himself. Brad Moss tripping over him. He slid under there so fast. Moss leaving the ring there. Going for some weaponry, but I think, yes, it looks like Freeman stopped him. Quickly goes back in the ring, while Moss is dazed. Only a 1, Diaz still in this. Has recovered from that brutal draping DDT. How much is unknown. Brad Moss going straight back to Joe Freeman here. Oh! Misses. Kiss of death! I think Moss was going for the Morse code. Got a kiss of death. That would have been over, but Diaz was on his feet, completely rocked. Had no idea where he was, maybe still doesn't. Freeman, the only man standing, goes for a pin on Brad Moss, but has wasted a bit of time here. As a result, only gets a 2 of the second kiss of death in this match. Knee to the face. Brad Moss trying to will himself up here. Freeman rolls to the outside. Oh! Vicious lariats. Oh, what a scoop slam. Don't think that was the right call. Anyway. Messages in the comments after we stop being live, if you will. GBH neck wrench applied by Brad Moss. Jawbreaker though, Diaz trying to fight back here. Arguably has taken most of the damage in this match. Freeman flies in with a float over DDT. Turns straight to Diaz. Diaz was ready. Snap suplex, covers up. Only a 1. What a way to kick off Whiplash here in London at the Alexandra Palace. Freeman counters Diaz, who rolls out of the way. Brad Morse, not so lucky though. Somehow is fighting back once more. Freeman though, also fighting back. Headbutt. No. And hip toss, I think there. Only a 2. Diaz back in, caught Joe Freeman running, Jawbreaker to stop the momentum of Freeman. Oh! Goes for a pin. No, only a 2. Sit out scoop slam, not enough. Moonsault off the middle rope, lion salt, beautifully done by Guillermo Diaz. But as he stepped back, he saw Brad Morse, who crawls into a pin. Diaz almost couldn't believe it, I don't think. Obviously it's hard to tell when a guy's wearing a mask what his expressions are. I believe that was one of shock. Morse rolling out of the ring. Freeman still down, Diaz goes for a pin now. Only a 2. Freeman recuperated, misses the drop kick, does Diaz. Freeman with a backdrop. Going for a pin. Only a 2 and Brad Morse is back in now. Oh, caught with a 3rd kiss of death. Surely that's it. Diaz is not up. Going for the pin. No! Still! 3 kisses of death in this matchup, and Brad Morse still has something. Still kicks out. Finds himself on the outside now though. Joe Freeman decides to continue the assault. Pump handle slam on the outside, colliding with that barricade. Diaz and Freeman left in the ring. Brad Morse could be out of this match. Although he just kicked out of another kiss of death. Perhaps he's like a cat and has 9 lives. Oh, what a crossbody from the top rope by Freeman. And an elbow drop. Oh, and a headbutt. That could be it. Freeman thinks so too, but Brad Morse once again is up. Count of 2. Oh, did not get there in time to break it up. Joe Freeman with the victory. What a way to kick off Whiplash. And that means Diaz will now find himself 2 out of 3 matches failed in that 3 strike, and I believe the way the rankings are at the moment this month, Brad Morse now hits his 1st strike. Not what you want. Such a pedigree competitor, of course. They will not find themselves facing an EFW champion, excuse me, an EFW competitor. Of course, with them being in the US rankings, they will simply go down a ranking, and in this case, it would be the UK someone would have a chance to move up from. Crazy developments so far, and we're only a match in. Next up, we move into the Intercontinental rankings, and of course, as I mentioned, our main event tonight, GBH has his opportunity match. If he can beat Cowboy Roy, he will get an Intercontinental title shot. That match is going to be 2 out of 3 falls. Adrian Goldman not wanting a simple one-on-one or extreme rules for this one. It knows this has been a long, long story between these two. We thought it was over, but a new chapter is being written. Can GBH get to that title? That is not the story for this match. The story for this match is much like the last match. However, this is a one-on-one. Gangster. Daryl Graves going at it for a chance to move up the Intercontinental rankings. And Gangster, interestingly enough, another one with a strike on his record so far, and that, much like the match later on for V, could mean terrible things for the tag team division. We've seen so many tag teams break up as of late. You could see the Militia being forced to split here tonight if V is not successful. Here we have the Gangster accompanied to the ring by his tag team partner of the Hit Squad, Tyler York. The Gangster is 6'3", 299 pounds from Brooklyn, New York, a former TV champion and a former tag team champion. Has been so close to that Intercontinental gold before, had a match against Cowboy Roy, the opportunity match for the Gangster was not successful. He's been looking to redeem himself ever since. And while this man right here may not have the height or weight advantage, he can run rings around any competitor if he's thinking straight. 5'8", 206 pounds. From Battle Creek, Michigan, a former Intercontinental champion, Daryl Graves. One of my toughest opponents, I've made no secret about it. Back in our house show days when N.E.W was less live streamed. Recently we've become more scheduled. That is a plus side, I believe. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching this live stream. Again, I'm not sure if Max Rodix will be joining me in the booth tonight. Of course, our next match, in fact, on V versus someone from the E.F.W, we still don't know who. Because he has a lot involved in that. Head of Talent Relations, Gangster Daryl Graves. This should be intense. Daryl Graves caught off there. Float over DDT from the Gangster. We've seen those speed runs from his tag team partner Tyler York. Match is ending in almost 30 seconds. Perhaps try and look for something like that here. Not going to get it against Daryl Graves, I don't believe. Huge Hurricane Rana there. Did not make a DDT of his own though. Managed to counter. Another Hurricane Rana. This crowd getting behind Daryl Graves here. Going up on top. Moonsault. Some elbows to the head. Graves has just turned this match around, telling the Gangster to get up. Gangster does, interestingly enough, sweeps the leg. Oh, slams the hand into the mat. Whip off the ropes. Oh, flying clothesline. Gangster now to the middle rope. Waiting for Daryl Graves to get to his feet. Misses with the double axe handle though. Great. Gangster either going back to his corner, perhaps forgetting this isn't a tag team match. What a DDT from Daryl Graves. Going for the pin. Only a 1. Gangster is tough. Daryl Graves going for more elbows to the head, but could not cement the position. The Gangster freeing himself of that head scissors. Oh wait! Oh, what a DDT! I think the Gangster was going for that spine buster. Daryl Graves managed to elevate himself above it and swing it into a DDT. Didn't miss that time though. Daryl Graves. Oh wait, what's this? That's Daryl Graves' finisher. My God, the Gangster stealing Graves' finisher to try and put him away, or one of. I'm guessing the Gangster thinking he couldn't pull out the 450. Daryl Graves here, not defeated. Goes for a pin against Gangster. Again, only a 1. That was quite unusual from the Gangster to see him stealing a move. Oh! Perhaps thinking his own may not quite cut it. Clearly, has done its homework. Oh, what a low blow! Blatant low blow there from the Gangster. Of course, N.E.W. rulings, things like that are allowed. Daryl Graves trying to stay strong here. Oh, look at that! What a slam! Going for a pin. Only a 2. Daryl Graves though, staying on top of this. Going high risk, going up to the top, and I think I know what he's looking for. Oh, the 450 missed! And the Gangster begins laying in the boots. And now going for his own finisher. Alabama Slam! That could very well be it for Daryl Graves right there. A valiant attempt from the Gangster, who brought out a really serious, different playbook, if you will. Gangster moves on up, clears his mark from that scoreboard, that strike, if you will. And instead, Daryl Graves gets one himself. Shame. Of course, a low blow there, as well as stealing Daryl Graves' finisher. Very questionable tactics from the Gangster. But you cannot argue that they were effective. I would have liked to see that remain clean, especially against such great competitors, but that was not to be. Gangster with a victory here. 2 matches in the bag, and we are set to move on. Oh, and I was wrong. I do apologise. There was another match in between the V match and that Intercontinental ranking match we just saw. This one is part of what is being dubbed the UK 6. 6 matches to decide 6 contenders in a battle royale. The winner of that battle royale faces Sean Stevenson on Brawl next week in an opportunity match for that UK title. If they win, they get the title shot at Riot. If they lose, Sean Stevenson gets the night off on Riot. This one, however, is Will. Oh well, hang on a second. Sakamoto Dixon, the legend from N.E.W. that has been somewhat unsuccessful here so far in N.E.W. I believe has lost all of her matches so far. Well, let's hear what she has to say. I'm not sure what she's doing out here. Well, essentially Sakamoto Dixon there saying everyone has days off. She was just getting hers out of the way. Essentially saying she's going to make an impact here in N.E.W. from now on. Of course, that remains to be seen. Well, as I was saying before that interruption, our next match is a one-on-one. It's part of the UK6, what is being dubbed as the UK6. Before Saka came out, I did explain what is happening. Of course, we had our first match, Snake victorious against V, which has caused our next match, which I will reiterate before that match. Snake is the first one in that battle royale. We are now looking for the second spot. The new attitude of William Zander is tight say it all versus the prodigy, who is finally essentially becoming an up and comer here. Should be a good match. Expect a very vicious, calculated attack from William Zander. But if the prodigy doesn't let his cockiness get to him here tonight, his serious style could bring down Zander. Then this is 1-1. So it will be all about that wrestling technique, if you ask me. Weapons and such are not allowed. Well, here he is. The former leader of Zander Enterprises, which in the last few weeks collapsed dramatically. Zander. Well, like I said, his tights say it all. 6'5", 250 pounds from Bismarck, North Dakota. Former hardcore champion. Arguably hasn't had much success since having that title. Gone through a lot of changes, but is back in black here tonight. As he faces this man from Bangor, Maine, who is 5'11" and 149 pounds. He is the Prodigy. And again, if you haven't seen N.E.W. in the past, William Zander has always clambered for control with some form of group. Originally with the Authority, ran as commissioner, controlling us all. Then joined the Enforcers, the 15-man, they ended up 15-member group before leaving and forming Zander Enterprises, which, as I said before, completely collapsed. Now finds himself alone, well, with the help of his wife. He's still got her at least. The Prodigy, on the other hand, never took his matches seriously when he first got to N.E.W. But ever since Kobayashi got booted to EFW for poor performance, the Prodigy perked his ideas up, realising he could be next. Of course, he might not be next. It might be me. Well, he wasn't next. Jerry Buckley got ejected after that for a 10-match loss. Zander coming in with a head of steam. Big suplex. The Prodigy needs to think fast. Big chop. And a big DDT. Zander here. Oh, Prodigy returning. Zander was getting cocky. Oh, but what a shot! Completely dazed the Prodigy. And the attack begins once more. Dodging the kick though. Oh, big uppercut. Gut-wrench suplex. Zander could be looking to finish it right here. Oh wait. Powerbomb with a pin. It does. Well, quite phenomenal fashion. William Zander finds himself as the second man. Battle Royale, that 6-man Battle Royale, to try and get an opportunity shot. The mind of the genius at work. Adrian Goldman's plan to find a #1 contender. So far it's Snake and William Zander. And well, coming up next, we have a match, and this could be a very sad time indeed for V and Kevin Cannon. V cannot get a win here, but what an opportunity someone from EFW has that we still don't know. What a huge opportunity they have here tonight. They could move over to the main roster by beating a member of it. And again, this happened because V in the UK rankings has lost 3 matches in a row. as the number 10 competitor. Here we go. So if he wants to remain on the main roster, if he wants the militia to remain a tag team, V is going to have to win this match. No hesitation. V, 5'10", 239 pounds from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Member of the militia, of course. We have no idea who he is set to face from the EFW roster. A lot of guys it could be. About to find out. Wow. Well, someone, I mentioned him earlier, Kobayashi, 5'10", 230 pounds, a man from Osaka, Japan, a former TV champion, a former European champion, spent 128 days as a TV champion, but when he lost that, he seemed to lose all passion for the business,